Hey guys, welcome back to my channel today. In today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you guys my recommendations for the upcoming spring Sephora VIB sale. The dates have finally been confirmed. I'm so excited. For the longest time we didn't know, and the sale is a little bit later than normal this year actually. So I will leave all of the dates in the description box for Rouge, VIB, as well as Beauty Insiders. I test out a lot of high-end makeup and I feel like these guys are true winners. So if you want to know which products I recommend for this spring VIB sale, then just keep on watching. First, let's talk eyeshadow palettes. The first palette will come to no surprise to you guys. This is the Charlotte Tilbury, the Icon palette. This is one that I truly think is an amazing palette from her line. I love the formula of these shimmers in particular. They just seem to glide onto the lid, very creamy, very even, and I just think they have that blurring effect as well because they don't settle into lines or grab at wrinkles or anything. This is the palette here, you guys, and I think that this color story is perfect. We do have 2 pops of color as well as a black if you really want to smoke things out. And then you've got the majority of the shades that can be really worn for every day. So I do think that this is a palette that is absolutely worth checking out this sale. I have spoken its praises for a lot of videos now, so I'm not going to go too far into depth, but if you're a little bit hesitant when it comes to shimmers, maybe thinking that you have texture or maybe that your eyelids are a little bit too wrinkled or something, I think that this one is fantastic for that. So you can absolutely still wear shimmers with this palette. It's so beautiful. The next palette is actually an all cool toned palette, and I did want to recommend one that was a cool toned palette because I know a lot of you guys love those types of palettes instead. So this is the one that I've been the most impressed with as of recently. I really love it. This is the Marc Jacobs Eye-conic eyeshadow palette in Stiletto. So this is the gorgeous reflective silver packaging. It's so pretty, and when you open it up, this is a 100% cool toned palette. I personally love this shade here. This definitely is the star of this palette. I don't know if you'll be able to see that, but it is so stinking pretty. It's like blue, purple with some shimmer. It's gorgeous. And when I wear this, I actually get quite a bit of compliments from you guys, as well as when I'm just walking around in the city and stuff. People are always asking me what I'm wearing when I particularly wear this one. I have no idea. Maybe it's just the cool tone against my brown eyes or what. I'm not sure. But this is a lovely palette. The formula is consistent. It's consistent with the Marc Jacobs branding as well. So if you are familiar with his eyeshadow palettes, this is exactly like that. Very consistently well done. And I love the color story of this one as well. The last palette I'm going to recommend to you guys is actually one that has a number of different textures in it. So a lot of brands have actually released palettes like this, and this is the one that I think is super pretty that I do think you guys should definitely check out. This is from Too Faced, and this is the Pretty Rich palette. So inside here, we do have a lot of neutral tones as well as pops of glitter. So I'm going to show you guys this color story. It's super pretty, just like the Charlotte Tilbury one. I think it's definitely trending right now to have a pop of blue of some kind in a lot of palettes, but this is one that has a gorgeous royal blue. We also have a number of different glitters in here that are best applied with glitter glue. They do work without, but I do find that they will crease on you without glitter glue. So just know they will stand the test of time with a glitter glue, but I have been really impressed with this. I think it's because this one is so wearable. So for every day, you can definitely start with some of those, you know, browns and shimmery golds and shimmery beiges and things like that. And then you can add a glitter to just amp it up really quickly. So this is a very good transitional palette from day to night. I absolutely love this one as well. Next, let's move into foundation. And I'm going to recommend one that is an absolute standout for me that's available at Sephora. So this is for my Canadian subscribers. This is actually available at Sephora Canada. This is the Guerlain, the Essential Natural Glow Foundation. So this is available at a different retailer for Americans, but it is available at Sephora Canada for Canadians. This is a lovely glowy foundation. I cannot say enough good things about this because it's been in my favorites. It's been a hit in one of my hits and misses. It's lovely. The only downside with this one is the scent. It is a little bit perfumey, but it doesn't last on the skin. It wears away. If you can get past that, I think this is a gorgeous option for a glowy foundation. I would say the coverage on this is a definite true medium, and it can be built up or sheared down. So love this one. I've been wearing this one constantly as well. The packaging is very vanity worthy. It's so gorgeous. I do have a comparable foundation that I think has a similar look on the skin. It is available to both Canadians and Americans, but in particular Americans who maybe can't get the Guerlain foundation. This is the Light Wonder by Charlotte Tilbury, and I would say this one is pretty close when it comes to how the Guerlain is on my skin. So like the Guerlain, this is a medium coverage. It does have that glowy factor to it. It can be built up or sheared down, and this is one that just gives that glow from within kind of look to the skin. It's what I'm obsessed with. I love healthy skin. If you can fake it as well, you know, more glow than what you actually have, the better. I do like this one for an everyday lightweight foundation as well. Both of these don't feel like foundation on the skin. They're incredibly lightweight. I will be listing everything in the description box as well, so definitely refer to that if you want to see something up close on the website before you make the order. Now let's talk about some face products. The first one I want to talk about is actually a new bronzer. This is really new to my collection as well, but it's basically an instant love. Love at first sight, for sure. This is the Fenty Beauty Sun Stalk'r bronzer. The shade that I wear is called Shady Biz. This is a gorgeous golden bronze reflective packaging, as you can see. And when you open it up, it is a gorgeous soft matte bronzer. It does have FB embossed into it. It's gorgeous. The kickback is basically zero. The pigmentation is lovely. The blendability is lovely. It is the bronzer I am wearing today. I love it. I feel like you can build this one up so easily on the skin. You can start really light and then you can go deeper and darker if you want. You can contour with these, but for my preference of everyday makeup, I just love to have a diffused bronze look, and these are perfect for that. The compact as well is big enough for my big bronzer brush that I love, so that is amazing. And I think this is such a hit from Fenty. If you haven't checked these out, they are in store as well, so definitely take a look. Next, I want to talk about a blush palette that I've been loving. I did review this as well in a previous video. This is the Natasha Denona Bloom and Glow palette, and this one is also a gorgeous, beautiful packaging. It's a peach hard plastic, and when you open it up, it has a combination of cream and powder products. The cream products are divided by a little window, so you can actually see that you can open this little window up here and you'll be able to see the creams. So that's amazing for travel and for the powders not getting into the cream products when you're using the palette. Now that red shade in the top right corner is definitely very intimidating, especially to fair-skinned people, but check out my video on this where I do demo this and put that color to the test, and I'm wearing it in that video as well. It's definitely a shade where a little goes a long way, and the blendability of this is amazing. So that's why I've decided that this is definitely a hit. I too was like, no, that's not going to work for me. It's way too dark, but I think that this particular pan will last me a lifetime because I don't think I'll go through it. You literally need the tiniest bit for like the rosiest, beautiful glow. Now this next product I absolutely have to recommend because it's one I've been using nonstop myself. It is the highlight I am wearing today as well as the blush I am wearing today. And this is the Becca, Khloe, and Malika face palette. This was one I was almost going to skip on, you guys. It's crazy. So many of you said I needed it and you guys were so right. This one has two blushes and a highlight as well as a bronzer color. It is definitely hourglass worthy, you guys. If you love hourglass, you will love these because these are very glow from within kind of powders. These products can be built up as well, so you can have that highlight be blinding or you can keep it very subtle. The glowy blushes are amazing. I particularly love this one because it has hints of like a peachiness to it. It's a little bit more natural, but if I want something a little bit deeper, this one is perfect as well. So I love that. The bronzer is amazing. It doesn't look orange on me. This is a great everyday glowy kind of face product. So this one is actually the Khloe version. There is a Malika version as well that is catered to deeper skin tones, and both of these palettes, you guys, are stunning. Now let's talk lip products. Usually I can go on and on in this category, but I have narrowed it down to two for this sale, and I'm so proud of myself. These two formulas you will love. The first one is from Milk Makeup. This is their lip color, and this, you guys, is so pretty. I'm going to swatch my shade. This is the shade I have, which is called Deuces. And I'm actually going to get another shade of these, you guys, because it's so pretty. A lot of you guys have recommended the shade Cream to me. I hope it's not too light, but I do think I might pick it up during the sale. This is the swatch of the Milk lipstick that I have in the shade Deuces. It's a gorgeous rosewood. I just absolutely love this. very pigmented, very soft on the lips. It actually blurs the lips as well. A little tip with this one is to apply a light layer and lightly build from there because of how pigmented these are. You really don't need that much, but if you go too heavy on your lips, I have found that this one does tend to move a little bit more when you're drinking or eating or something like that when you have too much on. So your lips don't even have to be in perfect condition for this to look bomb on you. The next lip color recommendation you guys will also not be surprised about. This is the new Becca Ultimate Lipstick Love line, and the shade I have is in Tulip. It is the lipstick I'm wearing today. This one, you guys, gorgeous packaging, gorgeous formula, very, very comfortable on the lips, very pigmented. This is what Tulip looks like right beside Deuces. So Tulip is a heck of a lot lighter, as you can see, but I have been loving it. At first I was so scared it was way too light, but I've been wearing it nonstop and getting such compliments from you guys. At first I thought colors like this were going to look a little bit too light on me, but I've been really impressed. So the Ultimate Lipstick Love line has a lot of nudes, you guys. It's basically all nudes, which is amazing. It's like a collection catered to me. The Milk line definitely has some bolder colors in it, and it also has some nice nudes as well. So definitely check out either line if you're in the mood to purchase a new lipstick. Okay, now let's talk about a particular mist that has been literally my best friend. I've been absolutely loving it. I actually recently hauled this and I've been using this nonstop as well. You guys need to know about it. This is the Glow Recipe Ultra Fine Watermelon Mist, and you guys, the packaging of this is not like the most glamorous or luxurious, but I can assure you the product on the inside is bomb. This one is so gorgeous. It leaves the most gorgeous glow on the skin. I actually love finishing my look with this, and it just adds a little bit more. Like, it just gives that glass-like look to the skin. It's not greasy. It's not too much or anything. It doesn't break apart your makeup. It's amazing. And the mist on this is light as air. It's almost like you can barely feel it going on your face. So this is one you guys need to check out. I feel like this has been one of the most standout products I've had in like the last season or so, where I've been absolutely blown away. I also love that this one is super hydrating on the skin, so it won't dry you out, and it smells so nice. Now let's get into some skincare items that I recommend for this spring VIB sale. The first one is from Olehenriksen. It is the Banana Bright Face Primer. This is another winner from Olehenriksen. I can't even think of one thing in his line that hasn't worked for me. It's been incredibly effective just in general. So many things have worked. They've been so gentle but so effective. This does have a slight tint to it because of the banana powder pigment. So you will find when you apply it to the skin that it has a little bit of a light gold kind of shift. It's not like a Tin Man situation or anything, or you're wearing highlight. It's nothing like that. It just gives the skin a gorgeous luminosity, but it does kind of lean more towards golden. I've been wearing this under so many foundations and it hasn't bothered my foundation. It hasn't wrecked anything. All the other foundations I've been using with it so far, and I've been using at least 5 different ones, have layered over top of it beautifully, and it just gives that really nice luminosity, healthy skin, basically what I'm all about, onto the beginning of your look. Next, I want to talk about a brand that I feel like hasn't been getting a lot of recognition, and I feel like that it really should. This is a product I picked up recently as well, and I've been testing it out a lot, and this is also really nice and gentle on the skin. This is the Apple Cider Resurfacing Pads from Volition Beauty. And this one, you guys, is also really, really nice. The packaging is rose gold. It's awesome. You do get 30 pads in here. These are really interesting. So they're individually packaged to look like this. If you like apple cider vinegar, you will love these. They smell identical to that. For me, I personally find the scent a little bit strong, but I actually just use them anyways because of the effect on the skin that it gives. It's a very gentle exfoliation that you can use daily, and this comes in the form of a saturated cloth that you can slip onto your finger, and then you just put it over the skin that way, which is really nice. It's very easy. One side of it is a little bit rougher and one side is a little bit smoother, so it just depends on your preference as to how you want to use it. But I find that the difference in my skin has been amazing. It's definitely less textured. I feel like it's less congested, and it's definitely smoother as well. So if you can get past the apple cider vinegarness to it, which it is pretty strong in these pads, if you love the scent, great. If you don't, or you're not really a fan, then I would just steer clear, especially if you're like disgusted by it, because it is quite strong in these. But if you're like me and you're kind of indifferent, you don't mind it, but it's a little bit strong to you, I do think that the skin benefits of these pads are absolutely worth it. Lastly, I do want to recommend one fragrance for you guys to check out during this sale. If you love those fresh citrusy scents, you will love this. This is from Atelier Cologne, and it is called Pacific Lime. So as you can see, I have a mini version of this. I really want to get a full bottle because it's so good. The lime of this is so nice, you guys. It's done beautifully. It's not strong. It's just delicate, gorgeous, but still has that fresh citrusy kind of smell. It reminds me of drinking a mojito on the beach. Like literally, that's what it reminds me of. It is so nice. My little mini bottle is just about halfway, you guys. I've been using this nonstop, so I definitely need to get a full bottle of this. If you're looking for a summer fragrance, this is it, you guys, especially if you like limey citrus, like summery, on the beach, drinking a nice drink. This is it right here in a bottle. Anyways, guys, that is it for my Sephora recommendations for this year's Spring VIB sale. Let me know down below which products do you recommend, because I am shopping the sale as well, and I would love to know your recommendations as to which products I should be picking up. If you guys enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up so that I know. And until my next one, guys, take care. Thanks so much for watching. Bye, guys.